is how you know Brother Hamza was speaking before me. Jazakallah khairan. Events like this, whether it is the convocation in June, which has thousands of people filling up this hall, or whether it is this graduating ceremony, which is now becoming a very happy tradition at the Institute every August. This is why all of us who are here, especially in whether it's an administrative capacity, an IT capacity, a secretarial capacity, this is why we're here. All those of us who sit in chairs in offices all day, trying to either reason with a parent or deal with a logistical issue or handle some paperwork, when we see this happening, we realize we're doing something right, or something is happening right at the Institute. And the credit goes not only to you as students and now graduates, but to the teachers. So first and foremost, Jazakallah khairan, Ustad Hamza, the second Ustad Hamza, Ustad Arij, and now inshallah soon to be Ustad Shuaib, who are taking this work forward, especially for the brothers. For the longest time, every single mother always asks, what about our sons? What about the boys in our family? And alhamdulillah, it starts now with those of you in front of us, and inshallah you will come back to teach and to help move forward as the generations of AlHuda graduates have done before you. It is a true tradition that a graduate is never gone, but comes back as an instructor, as a TA, as somebody, if nothing else, to help and support AlHuda moving forwards. And based on your marvelous speeches, mashallah, that must have required a lot of preparation. Inshallah, I see that in your future. So on behalf of the Institute, I'd like to say thank you and Jazakallah khairan for all that you guys have done and for your continued dedication and work. And I was going to leave you with some advice that Dr. Osama just told you. I had one hadith prepared, Dr. Osama, and you stole it from me. But it's been said, Rabia said, that it does not befit a person with knowledge and ability that he waste himself. So a person who has taken the time to study, or to whom Allah has given the tawfiq to reach a higher level, whether it's with knowledge or whatever capability they have, it's no longer appropriate for them to hold themselves to the same standard as everyone else. And it is not that we feel it is appropriate to raise ourselves and say that we are above others. Rather, we now look upwards at a standard that's higher for ourselves. And so for you as graduates, realize now that the standard you hold for yourself tomorrow is different than the standard you held for yourself in August 3 years ago. You are now somebody who carries the book of Allah in their heart. And like Dr. Osama said, it can go like that. I personally know stories of former Hufaz who've lost everything because, like Dr. Osama said, they tuned out, they changed the channel, they stopped paying attention. And just as hard as it is to gain, it is that easy to lose. So remember that it needs to be held on to. And remember now that it is not appropriate for you to judge yourself like everybody else judges themselves. You will inshallah be either on this musalla or the musalla of some other masjid or basement or apartment building complex leading tarawih inshallah the rest of your life. It starts now, it finishes maybe 30, 40 years from now. There is no more taking time off in Ramadan. There is no more leaving the Qur'an. The standards with which you judge yourself have changed. And that is something to be happy about, not something to feel that is stressful. And inshallah, if you continue on in that path, you will find Allah continually supporting you. And like the benefits of your memorization and the blessings of being somebody of the Qur'an have been mentioned. But remember now that these are the standards you must carry yourself with. And it's incredibly important because not only are you a graduate of AlHuda, amongst the thousands of graduates worldwide, you are somebody who has completed the entire hifz of the Qur'an. And that's something nobody can take away from you unless you let it slip yourself. So, Jazakallah khairan, may Allah preserve you and your parents and grant you guys reward. Again, on behalf of the Institute, there aren't enough words to express how happy we are because we are not the ones who are able to sit in class with you. We're not even your teachers. But we watch you and secretly we admire you for the work that you do and the time that you put in. As much as we yell at you for breaking the lights and hitting the walls and leaving the doors open, we admire you for this work. And remember that you are now looked up to. The way we say when you're a visible Muslim and you go back to school, and all of you will go back to school, and they will see you and say, oh, he's Muslim. They will not only say, now he's Muslim, look at what he does. They will say, he's Muslim and he's very religious. He's Muslim and he's the one that leads salah in the masjid. He's Muslim and he's the one who's memorized the Qur'an. Remember that. You are now a visible ambassador of Islam. Allah has now put you on this earth as somebody who says, I represent the religion. And that's something not to take lightly. You are not boys anymore, you are young men. And don't ever forget that. Jazakallah khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.